Hey, this is GemmyD's on Cars.
Nobody speak, nobody get choked. Hey.
Oh look, it's an IKEA store in a Volvo dealer.
Nobody speak, nobody get choked. Hey. Nobody speak, nobody speak.
Hey everybody, this is Dan
And Will,
for GemmyD on Cars, and today, what are we doing today, Will?
we're here at Lehman, Volvo, and Mechanicsburg to test drive an XC90.
Yes, we are currently in Will's Dodge Ram, and he's thinking of replacing it. He just had a baby, he wants a little more space, he's got a dog, so, I mean, what initially brought you to Volvo? I mean, why is that something on your list?
So, I originally came to Volvo because I was looking for a third row vehicle, not necessarily needing the third row, but looking for a third row. So on my list was an Audi Q7, the Mercedes-Benz GLS class, obviously the XC90 after their revamp of the model. There's obviously, it's been, some say it's the best luxury three row out there. But it has a lot of offerings to it, so that's why I considered it.
Yeah, and my experience, I drove a couple Volvos, back, and I was basically blown away with all the technology, all the comfort, the beautiful interior. I mean, that interior is first class. I mean, world class. So I remember when Will and I were talking about what he was considering, I was like, he already knew it, but I said, you got to look at the Volvos because they're basically hitting it out of the park right now. So I guess we're gonna go in and talk to somebody and maybe go for a test drive.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's do it.
I've already done a T8 and a T6, but I'm back to drive a T6 again, possibly a T8, to see if I'm for sure going for a T6. But yeah, let's go check it out.
Alright, so Will is talking to the sales guy. We're gonna take a silver T6 Inscription for a drive. That is right there. Will is asking the guy about if Volvo's having any changes for 2018, which he says they're mostly minimal, and they're mostly as far as packages that go with the car, like some city safety things are going to be improved, as they get upgrades, and Apple CarPlay and all that will be standard. But yeah, we're going to go for a drive. There's some beautiful cars. I've never seen in person I think it's a V90. I think those are pretty cool. It's almost like it's Volvo's take on a wagon. Obviously, there's been Volvo wagons forever. But as I'm in the way of somebody. But yeah, we're gonna go for a drive and see what's up. One thing he did say, I was interested in seeing the XC60s, the 2018. He said they're not coming in till later this summer. All right, so the service guy Matt, he's letting us take this XC90 out for drive. This is a T6, but one thing when Will drove this other one, it has the Bowers & Wilkins audio system, which he's a big music guy, and he said it's the greatest car audio he's ever heard. So we just paired his phone to the car. One thing, Jason and I almost did this in our view, but if you don't need your finger to touch the screen. Wait, let me go auto. Like you don't need a finger to mess with the thing. Rear. I mean, he was saying like you could have gloves on and you could touch it. I mean, usually every other device on the planet you need your finger because it's like heat sensitive, but this is not. And I don't even know how that works. That it just needs, maybe it's pressure activated. I'm not positive. But yeah, just something cool. Another little cool thing that Volvo does. Explain the shades that he was just talking to with Matt.
So in the rear passenger and rear cargo area, they have pop-up or pop-in shades for each window, including the cargo area. So in the Inscription package, they have built-in shades on the passenger doors in the rear. But in addition to that, like I said, they have those pop-in shades that you can, double it. but you could also open the windows with those popped into the window to provide shade.
Yeah, you still get some airflow going through, but then
yeah.
you have it shaded
which
as well.
Is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that before.
Yeah.
Especially for the cargo area.
Yeah, I mean, that's like the third time we've said that today. Like, we've never heard of that before. Like, the shades, I mean, the thing with the screen. It's just little touches that set these cars apart. Yeah, there's on the dash, the audio system. Yeah, we'll get that going in a little bit.
Here. So with the heads-up display, you can't have. They have a defrost for the front windshield. That's a heated windshield. And I saw it in the other. I think it was the T8 I was driving. It's tiny little filaments that go from the top down to the bottom of the windshield, which is a nice for us living in Pennsylvania, it's pretty nice.
Yeah. So this car has the black leather with a nice open pore wood. I mean, this, I've said it before, I'll say it again. This is probably the nicest SUV interior on the market. I mean, aside from your $250,000 Bentley Bentayga, which is, 50 cows are on the inside, but this is, it's simple, it's elegant, it's modern, it's clean. I mean, there's just one large screen and not many buttons. Now, something Will is struggling with a different car. His Ram has a Hemi, a V8, 395 horsepower. He wants to stay at the certain level of power. I mean, this is a little down. This is 316, but he's looking at maybe getting a Polestar package that would raise the horsepower to what,
330.
330. So, I mean, like you said on the way over here, we ripped it going on the highway. I mean, and just like that, you're going 70. So it's a trade-off. I mean, this car has ridiculous technology and 4-cylinder compared to 8. I'm sure he never thought that his next car would be a 4-cylinder after owning a V8 Hemi Dodge.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Definitely not. It's something, every vehicle I've had, I've stepped up in horsepower. I love horsepower. I love speed. And so this is a little bit of a struggle for me. Going down, I was looking at, a while ago, I was looking at the Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT. Obviously that's a bump up from the 395.
Yeah, I think it's like 475.
Yeah, 470. So, it's something I got to deal with. Family man now, dad. Another thing I like that is a benefit of the trade-off from horsepower. Volvo, Subaru, that whole safest car on the road deal is a big plus, a big check for me. Protecting my little daughter is pretty important to me, so I think I'm okay with it.
Yeah, it's peace of mind, basically. I mean, as we get older, your priorities change, but you still want, nice things that you have.
Yeah. So, getting rid of the truck, that's sad. Got rid of my motorcycle, also sad. Losing horsepower, sad. But like we were saying, you gotta grow up a little bit sometime. You can't have it all, and I think this is a good trade-off.
Yes.
Okay, test out the acceleration.
Give it the beans.
Definitely down for my 395. But
not bad.
It's not too bad. It's comfortable.
Oh yeah.
It's not the quietest cabin I've ever been in, but it's still really nice. This T6 does have the air suspension on it. I think you can really feel it going over some of these bumps. It's really soaking them up. It's kind of I'd use floaty.
Yeah, like you mean feel it like in a good way or bad? Like
no, in a good way.
A good way, okay.
Yeah, it just kind of floats right over. It takes them. Okay, not too bad. little pep in the step there.
It does sound like a 4-cylinder, which is
Yes.
not the greatest thing.
Yeah. That's why I was looking at Heiko Sportive out of Germany makes a exhaust for this that ties in with the interface. So when you select your drive mode in the interface, whether it be I think it's like power or pure or something like that, and comfort, it'll adjust your exhaust, the note of your exhaust, and it'll give it somehow. I think there's like a resonance chamber or something like that. It'll give it a little more of like a V8 growl to it.
So we're in comfort. Alright, I'm gonna switch it to dynamic. See if it changes. Right? Does that feel different right away?
Yeah, as soon as you hit
I remember doing that too. Yeah, it sounds different. Like it wants to go.
Yeah, you can definitely feel the responsiveness has changed.
Like give it a little blip real quick. Just yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, you can definitely feel it. Big difference, which is quite impressive because I don't remember the last test drive I had in this T6. I don't remember switching it to check the responsiveness of it.
I think the comfort is the default mode, I would imagine. I'm guessing. I think that was like that in the other one. But yeah, there's eco, comfort, off-road. It says not possible due to highway speed, obviously, and then the dynamic mode, which we're in right now.
So Volvo has a program called overseas delivery. Basically what happens is you'll order a vehicle, and instead of picking it up here in the United States, they will fly you to Sweden. They'll pay for your trip, 2 tickets and hotel to go to Sweden. You go to the factory, you get a factory tour, you basically pick up your vehicle, and I guess you will sign for it or something like that, and then they'll ship it back. You come back. I think it's like a 2-3 day trip, free trip to Sweden, and so then you'll pick it up here. It takes about 2 weeks to come back. The benefit of this program is that they have a lot more options and doing the overseas delivery than you do in the United States. The United States will have limited. It'll have the options they have out there. I say limited because I know now what you can get doing the overseas delivery. So I'm looking at a set of wheels that are 22-inch wheels. They only offer doing an overseas delivery. They're pretty sick.
Yeah, they are the best wheels available for this car.
Yeah.
I'll flash a picture up of them.
There's all the packages that they have in the United States. You'd have to, if there's something that you wanted and it's only in a package, you have to get the package. Doing an overseas delivery, it's truly like an a la carte.
Right.
They let you pick and choose little bits and pieces and nuggets and things that you want and you don't want. There are other options such as this open poured wood. In the inscription for the T6, they only offer this open poured wood and like a gloss walnut or dark wood color. Doing the overseas delivery, they offer like a wire mesh. It's like really cool, like fine wire woven together. It's a really cool look. It's a little textured, but that's something that you can only get doing that, and that's what I'm going to wind up doing in mine. It looks really cool. It's really unique, but that's some of the benefits you get out of doing overseas delivery. Also with that, usually there's I think it's like $9.95, $9.99, $1,000 of a destination fee. You don't get that fee when you do an overseas delivery, although you are getting over there and it has to come here. They ship it for free, and there are some things that you can get on the vehicle that are cheaper doing an overseas delivery than buying here in the United States, one that's already made or ordering here in the States.
Yeah, and I don't understand why more car companies don't offer that. I mean, it's free. to go, you know, across the pond. I mean, that would be something, and it's cheaper. So you get the car that you want with more options, cheaper, and you get a free trip out of it. So
Free trip to Sweden.
yeah, but it's another thing that I would say sets Volvo apart is the overseas delivery.
All right, so the phone's paired.
All right, we're gonna try out this Bowers and Wilkins audio system.
So first, I have my phone paired up here.
Dipping that. Script looking like it been flipped. Flipping that.
It's so clear. And that's like half of the volume.
Yeah.
We can't fit now. Like we fresh out the cage. Showtime, baby. Fresh off the stage. Bad little mama, fresh off the page. Front like you love, but you know that you hate it. Whipping that. Yellow and the purple on mix.
Okay, so another thing I'm super excited about, not just the clarity of the stereo system, is they have a mode in here that's like concert hall. Now I have to figure out how to do this.
Okay.
So check this out. It's in studio, and you can have the sounds centered like all around. So studio sound optimized for all seats, right? You can do driver, to where all the sound is focused on my seat or the driver.
So like if he's driving to work or something, he's the only one in the car. Driver, I mean.
All right, let's go back to all. Okay, now this is what I'm excited about. So this isn't going to sound that great. Just wait till I put on live music.
Yeah.
It still sounds cool. Like you're.
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah. Now I'm going to pull up live music and have it in this concert mode.
And it says on the screen, it says Gothenburg Concert Hall, home of Gothenburg Symphony Orchestra.
Yeah.
Gothenburg being where Volvo's are made.
All right, so albums. Now I'm gonna put Modest Yahoo. I don't know, some of you may know who he is. CD player.
Oh, look at the. I never saw that screen. There's like a digital screen that you can control the climate control in the back. That's pretty cool.
It's pretty fancy for back seat.
Yeah, touch screen,
Temperature,
heat.
heated seats, yep. It's really nice.
Man, what a car.
Yeah. I'm pretty pumped. I love the panoramic sunroof in this vehicle.
Yeah, let's see if we can pull the shade. How do you do that?
Mm-hmm. Just hold it.
So
You can stop anywhere you want too.
Yeah. I must have hit the auto.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean that completely, like, I work outside so I get a lot of sun, but if you don't want it, like, you can do as little as you much, as much as you want or as little as you want. Yeah.
Just a little touch. This rear view mirror doesn't have a frame, it's frameless.
Mm-hmm.
Which is really
And
nice.
I remember seeing up on this thing, it's called IntelliSafe. I think that's the cameras that are looking forward in case there's pedestrians coming over, or it's like the radar guided cruise control, or probably rain sensing wipers are up there too. Yeah. So I wanted to take a look just at the cargo and the back seat real quick. Alright, so if I have the seat where Will had it, I mean I'm 6 feet tall, I got plenty of room. So, and he's a little taller, so he would have the seat back more than I would, but plenty of room.
All of these seats you can move forward and backward individually too. It's not like a bench slide. You know, the middle will do its own thing, the left, right, whatever, which I also thought was pretty cool. Can you slide that back anymore? It's up front. It's in between your legs. Oh, it's back all the way.
Yeah, so I'm up a little. So that's back.
It's pretty nice though. The latch down there is the bottom.
Ah. Oh, whoa, hey now. Top tether. So that can go flat, I'm assuming. So there's the back third row. So Murphy, his dog, I think would fit well. The one thing that he showed me before of the European options, you can get it's almost like a built-in crate for the dog, but it has like its own little separate window to get the dog in and out, and you can have like cargo on one side and Murphy on the other side.
That's a split.
Yeah. So I would call that substantial.
Right there. A little more
Oh wow,
storage.
that's cool.
Then when you lift this up, this is like your grocery bag holder or whatever.
Ah,
You got an elastic band, you can put all your bags on top of this here.
That's pretty cool.
So it holds them in place. You don't have bags tipping over and
Yeah, I hate that.
groceries rolling all over the place.
I hate the noise of plastic bags rolling around in my trunk when you have groceries.
And it also has some over here on the side too. Something I gotta figure out how you. There we go. Just hang them up there.
What is that? Oh,
Air
that's
suspension
that's
to
the
lower.
the lift or what
So
do you
it's
call
easier. The suspension, the whole
Yeah.
vehicle. It's actually really
that? Little
cool.
little touches.
You can lock the door up so kids don't get to it and, you know, wind up hurting themselves or whatever. So if you're loading up the vehicle, just hold it open, lock it open. But yeah.
Oh,
And-
it's going down.
Yeah. Then an Audi Q7, I
Yeah.
think. But yeah, there's a lot of extra touches that an Audi does not have that this does.
Yeah.
And I'm a fan.
I agree with him. I don't see anything negative. I mean, it's a lot of money but it's a lot of car, a lot of technology, a lot of safety. So I think if he does
It
it,
won't
it
be
would
this
be
color though.
Yeah. What color?
It'll be like their pearl white. There's something down there at the end. Not the ice white, the pearl white.
Pearl white.
Yeah.
Yep. Alright, I think we're going to give the keys back. If this is the first time you're seeing my channel, like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. See ya. Okay, so this model of the XC90 has the 22-inch wheels that Will was talking about, and it's in white too. Bro, you gotta get this. Look at that. That is so funny that color that he wants is right here.